I'm Steve Adams here at the Tiger Medical Institute, and today I want to talk about what are the best time blocking apps. Time and tide wait for no man. This was a quote by Chaucer, and famous philosopher. You know, we are a distracted species, especially in the West. Flow is an optimal state of consciousness where you work and feel your best. In flow, we're 500% more productive. And flow is nothing more complicated than when you can concentrate your mind for 60 to 90 minutes on one very strategic task that will move your agenda forward, okay? Don't make it mystical. You just need to be able to focus, all right? But here's the problem. We're distracted. We're in an always available, always on culture, dominated by smartphones. If we're lucky, the research says we get an hour or two of flow a month. Can you believe that? In my book, Unleash the Peak Performer Within You can get that on Amazon. You can learn how to get 2 hours of flow or more per day, okay? And that's like a 40x competitive advantage over your competitors, right? That's a gargantuan advantage. And one of the ways that you can do that is time blocking, okay? So in this article, I'm going to talk about the best app to help you focus and do time blocking. I'm also going to tell you my system for applying time blocking that isn't necessarily app driven, okay? And then I'm going to talk about how Tiger Medical can help you focus, because there is a physiological aspect to flow, okay? Because flow is biologically expensive, meaning your ability to concentrate takes up a lot of calories and a lot of energy, okay? So let's talk about the best app to help you focus. First, I tested two different apps. One was called Focus Keeper, the other was TimeBloc. And I found TimeBloc to be frustrating. It was not a good experience, and there was little I could do without upgrading, so I recommend you pass on even trying. So we'll just skip past that. We're going to talk about Focus Keeper. Now, Focus Keeper, on the other hand, was inexpensive. It's like $4 or $5 a month. It's very simple. The goal is not a massive list of features, but a device that can help you get into a time block with little pressure, with a little bit of pressure of a running clock. It's like having an hourglass on your desk, okay? And this is what Focus Keeper helps you do. And you can do all of that with the base membership, all right? So I created a very simple task. Write an article and then touch it in the app, and then it launches. No playing with the app, go right into your task. Simple and easy and not distracting. So I recommend that one. Now let me talk to you about what my system is, all right? The big idea behind time blocking is that you are scheduling a focused time period around a single task, okay? Flow is not spontaneous. You need to schedule your periods of extreme focus and concentration, and you need to know what you're going to work on ahead of time so that you slide right into flow, all right? If you're having to think about it, you're going to burn up half your time block trying to figure out what to do, all right? So this is how I do it. I work from a goal stack, okay? This is a system of starting with a big goal out 5 years and then working back to annual to quarterly to monthly to weekly goals. And then each week I set aside an hour to plan the week, and then I set up at least 1 to 2 60 to 90 minute blocks of time, Monday through Friday, okay? For me in the morning, because based on my chronotype, I'm a morning person. If you're an evening night person, then do this at night. But I set up at least 10 to 20 hours of flow a week in my calendar ahead of time, knowing exactly what I'm going to work on. And the night before, I get that stuff ready, okay? So I recommend a paper calendar where you have to write out these planning blocks of time to activate that reticular activation system and get it really dialed in, okay? But it certainly can be done electronically in that format if you work better that way, okay? The point is that going into each week and each day, you know exactly what you're gonna work on, okay? Now, a danger for type A individuals, and I'm one, is you try to put too much in there, all right? Trust me, attempt less, do less, and do it better. And if you follow this, you're going to gain so much momentum that you won't feel the need to overload your plan for the week, okay? All right, now how does Tiger Medical, okay, I'm talking about flow and focus. What does this have to do with a medical company? Well, let me tell you something. You will never get into flow if your physiology, meaning your health, is compromised. Because as I said earlier, flow, concentration is biologically expensive, and if you have an empty tank, you can't do it, all right? So you need to invest in your health proactively so that you show up for your flow block as the best version of yourself. Because listen, we live in a hyper-competitive world with massively exploding technological change, AI, all this stuff, and you can't bring average, crappy work to the marketplace anymore. You've got to bring elite, high-level work that the market will pay for. And flow is the key to doing that, all right? So at Tiger, we're gonna go through a process. We're gonna establish a baseline, we're gonna give you a personalized medical plan, and then you're gonna enter into a process with a coach to help you implement the changes you need to make to optimize your body so that you can be an elite peak performer who has a high flow lifestyle. Now, your next best step, listen, I'm gonna call you out. Get on my website, tigermi.com, click on health assessment and get a meeting with me, and we're gonna talk and we're gonna find out where you are, what you need, what your goals are, and what this is costing you by not doing it. And then I'll help match you with the right program at Tiger, okay? Now, if you're not ready for that, go into our learning center and hunt around in there for topics that interest you and get yourself educated until you're at a point where you're like, I need to talk to Steve. So I hope this was helpful. And the big thing is, make yourself patient number one, take care of that body so that you can get in the flow and get that massive competitive advantage that I'm talking about. Thank you.